So what I really enjoyed about this episode or this series is that we got a backstory for the other culprit. So last week's episode, we got, kind of a brief backstory of the girl character in the party. I forgot her name. It starts with a C, I think. But we got like a brief backstory of like she never was this bad person. She was like, I guess the environment she was pushed her to be this bad person, and the same thing happened with a tiger character, and pretty much his backstory is that he was in this party with his brother. They went, they went to get the treasure in the labyrinth, and one day, one of the party members, he said it was a human. This, I guess, got jealous or envious or something, and the human killed the brother, and that's what sparked his hate for humanity. And I just really like that this show is designed to go that route, like giving us proper backstory for pretty much everyone, so we can, kind of empathize with them and their current situation. But moving on, basically, he uses this talking sword. Pretty much, it has the same capabilities as the sword of bonds. It's talking sword and very powerful, but this sword is named the sword of evolution, and he used it to kind of evolve himself to this big monster cat that, with the help of the sword he could achieve. And the reason I'm mentioning this sword of evolution is because he seemed to know the swords of bond prior, and it just really proves my theory that I had. I think it was around episode 2 that there was an ancient civilization that made these swords, and now I'm asking, are there more of these kinds of swords, out there in the world that we don't know yet? Like, the hero might have a sword. He found the sword, like the sword of destruction or whatever. But yeah, I just want to say that there is a possibility that there's more swords that we don't know, and we're probably gonna get introduced to them later on in the show. But yeah, that's what I kind of want to mention. But anyways, after Nick, with the help of the Sword of Bonds, kind of defeats this evolved tiger or whatever, this monster. He gets defeated. Nick seals up the sword with ice, and then the guards kind of take the monster away. Now, the reason I mentioned that scene was because while they were fighting, the way that one of the key factors for defeating this monster and the sword of evolution is that we saw, these cards thrown at him, and it was kind of explained earlier in the episode that these cards actually are with anti-magic paint or whatever, so to kind of reduce cheating or to stop cheating from their customers cheating or whatever. But yeah, we saw a scene where someone threw a bunch of cards on his skin, and since the cards have anti-magic paint on them, it affected the tiger to the point where he was growing back, and that's how pretty much they defeated them. But my question is, who threw those cards? Because we didn't see. It was probably one of the characters we already know, but I just wanted to mention that, like, who threw those cards, because it had to be someone that knew that these cards had anti-magic paint on them, and that, by throwing them on this person could possibly help Nick defeat him. So I just wonder, who drew the cards? Is this someone we already know? Or is this kind of the ultimate, or not the ultimate, but someone behind the scenes that we'll probably meet later? That was a question I wanted to bring up to you guys about this episode. And moving on to my theory. So one theory that I had was that, like I said, since there's multiple of these talking, very powerful swords from this ancient civilization, like the swords of bond and the sword of evolution. What if there's more swords out there that we don't know, and our main antagonist, who we weren't revealed yet, is, gathering, or has one that turned out to be quite powerful, and it would be Nick's job to retrieve that sword and defeat the main antagonist. That's just a theory, we don't know yet. Nothing was really confirmed, but yeah, overall, I think this was a pretty solid episode. I know we didn't get a lot of action, but we definitely did get not a lot, but we did get a decent amount of action and dialogue. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this episode and what I thought. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.